Hi, my name is Tom, and in this video we are going to beat Patchwerk, that ugly dude up there. He has a 4/8 weapon by default at the beginning in his hand. This weapon costs 3 mana, but he has it already. It can Wind Fury and Death Rattle. Put this weapon into your hand. Means if it runs out, he just gets a card for 3 mana where he can play the weapon again and again and again and again and again. Then his hero ability is called Hateful Strike, destroy a minion. Keep in mind it's not a random minion, it's a minion he chooses, and it costs 4 mana, so we have some time in the beginning. He goes first, that's why he already hit me twice with his weapon, obviously. I would have done that too, it's pretty smart. And when we get those 8 damage per turn, we survive 3 turns. And after our 3rd turn, he will kill us. So we have to do something, and the smartest choices are obviously taunts and freezes. And that's why I have chosen Mage. She has Frostbolt and Ice Lance. This saves you 8 damage in your face, so that's pretty cool actually. You could think of Shaman too, because he has Ice Strike, Frost, Land, something. You know what I mean, like Frost Shock. There we go. 1 mana card that freezes. Pretty good card, but I think Mage is overall a bit better because a lot of cards you choose are neutral cards, and I think a Mage goes better because of Mirror Image, a really good card. If you play turn 1, you avoid 8 damage in the face, basically. Alright, so let's just see how I play and shit. So, turn 1, Ooze is pretty cool, because this weapon costs 3 mana. Turn 1 Ooze is actually the best turn 1 turn. What happens is he gets the weapon, but it costs 3 mana, so he can do nothing turn 2. He just skips the turn. And that is why I think this is a pretty good move. Alright, so next turn he will play the weapon, no matter what. And if we don't want to attack him, we could Frostbolt him already. But I still have some life here, so I prefer to get some minions out, so I have something to do a bit of damage. There's the weapon, twice in the face. Sad story. But that's how it goes. Alright, let's see what we draw. A taunt. Actually, it's already somewhat too late to play taunts now, because next turn he will have enough mana for the hero ability and just get rid of that taunt. So this card is somewhat useless. Instead, I want to try this move here. I want to fill the board a bit and just attack. And now I wonder what minion he kills. Okay, the secret guy. So my 2 secrets are double ice barrier. You see basically why it saves me a full turn. However, with the Voodoo Doctor I now have a unfortunate amount of life. Just 1 heal would like make me survive a full other turn. There is the Ice Lance, pretty cool. I do not like having so many spells, to be honest, because what happens is I play this guy, he gets killed. Next turn I play another guy, he gets killed, and so on. And I would like to really bash him with minions. And this is a bit tricky right here. So I think we just go like this, avoid those 8 damage, and kind of sacrifice 1 minion. Alright, another secret. Guess what it is? Okay, now I have 2 taunts. That makes the situation a bit different, because he can only kill 1. He will always favor taunts with his hero ability. He can only kill 1, and this saves me like another 4 damage. I kind of like the idea of that. But I would like to get him out, because he is like... how should I say? Like, yeah, come on, let's give him a chance to come into play. He cannot be killed, let's call it like that. So he will kill the Ooze. And I do my move here next turn. I mean, I have time. It does not matter if I kill him with 1 life left or 30. No problem. As long as I'm not dead, all is fine. Ooh, another Ooze. So the Ooze is extremely pointless in turn 6 or later, because what he will do is simply play the weapon again, and he still has enough mana for the Hateful Strike. But before turn 6, he is really useful to use, because he will have to make a choice, either Hero Ability or the weapon, and he will always choose the weapon. So this is just 1 turn too late. However, nevertheless, it is a minion, so let's just kick this shit here. Plus freeze, why not? Well, not so smart though, because now I exactly give him the chance again to kill both my taunts with the hero ability, because he anyway can't attack. So that was pretty stupid. I should have kept the taunts, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, there we go. So still avoiding 1 hit, and overall it looks pretty good. I think we make it. Yeah, we make it. Yay! Cool. So I hope you see the balance between taunts and non-taunts. I tried to keep it around like 1-1 and add some decent freezes. And together with the secrets, kinda pretty good deck, I think. I'm not sure about the win rate though. It could be around 50%, it could be around 75%. I have no clue. So down here we are. Let's just do 2-3 more games and see how it goes. So the coolest start is, in my opinion, definitely turn 1 Ooze, because you can avoid the damage in turn 2 and you have a decent minion out with 3 damage. And that is actually why I swap the whole hand if there is no Ooze here. No matter what I draw, I just want the Ooze. Yeah, pretty low cost cards overall, but not really satisfying. Alright, there we go. Now you can also see that he has indeed no cards. I kind of favor... I'm not sure. I mean, a taunt would avoid 4 damage, and a minion like this would give me the option to do damage. Taunts will get killed by the hero ability later, so theoretically you have more use if you play the taunts now than later. But yeah, this is a bit questionable, because now I have no damage that I can do to him. But I think it does not really matter after all, because my hand looks pretty fucked. So let's try this move. Again, 1 hit we save. So far, so good. If we keep him solo out there, we definitely will get the secret. Okay, Icelands, yeah. Let's play it like that. So he should kill him, I think. Yup. That's decent. Yeah, pretty bad with the mana and so on. I think I go with the Sergeant there, so I can use him at least once. I think to use the Argus properly, it's a bit late. I hope we can Spectral Argus the Spectral Knight, so he really has to punch in his face twice. We'll get 10 damage by this. That's pretty good. But overall, I'm absolutely not happy with the situation. Oh, another Spectral. Maybe we have enough time to actually taunt both, which would give me some hope. But I don't think so. You see why. Okay, a mirror image. That might just save me, I guess. So So he will Hero Ability one mirror and kill the other. And then I'm down to 2 life. And I think we win. Of course, really lucky here with this combo. One of the best moves actually you can do. By playing the taunt, I just saved the 2-1 here. Can do a bit more damage. And he is basically forced to suicide right there. Very nice, cool. I did not think we win this game in the beginning. So I'm pretty happy we did. And actually, why don't I turn on the music here a bit? Alright, so there the Ooze again. Yeah, come on. Now I have like a graphic issue here with the numbers whatsoever. Alright, let's kick another game and then maybe let's see how much fun it is, and then we can have a look at the deck, how it looks in detail. Patchwerk! Ooze perfect, absolutely perfect. Together with Brewmaster, really good. Really good. It's a bit slow, but you make him a lot of problems. So turn 1 Ooze. Always if you can. It's actually pretty useful. If you turn 2 Ooze, it's absolutely pointless. It's absolutely pointless, it changes nothing. You just have your minion out there. So if I turn 1 Ooze, he will do nothing in turn 2, I save the damage. If I turn 2 Ooze, he just gets this card and plays it in turn 3, and it's like you didn't even play the Ooze. It's absolutely no difference. So imagine I kill his weapon now. Next turn he has 3 mana, he plays the weapon and can directly attack, so absolutely no difference. However, if you Ooze in turn 3, his weapon will be destroyed or just out of durability in his... yeah, at some point, I can't really say when, like turn 5 or 6 or so, and he then has to play the weapon in turn 5 or 6 or so and has no mana left for the hero ability. So that's kind of one useful thing, you could say. However, when you turn 2 Ooze, the weapon is like, I think it... Maybe I talk bullshit. I see my table is here a bit wrong, actually. You turn 3 Ooze, so he plays it in turn 4 again. And then in turn 4 he can't do the hero ability. Yeah, that's it. Pretty logical. You turn 3 Ooze and in turn 4 he will play the weapon and can't do the hero ability. There we go. Alright. So turn 3 Ooze, pretty cool. Turn 4, 5, also cool. Turn 6 or later, pointless. Alright. So, I was talking a bit too much maybe. So I said turn 3 Ooze, pretty cool. So we could already prepare that. But as said, it's also a bit slow. We could say, okay, it's cool. We can also turn 4 Ooze. That's still good. So we avoid the hero ability in turn 5 instead of turn 4. It's all good. Because I would actually like to play my taunts as long as I have good use out of them. So he plays a weapon, directly attacks now. And I save the damage with the tanks. So still 22 life, but this is actually really good. Okay, next turn he can hero ability. So the taunts like a bit, let's call it pointless. And if I don't get the Ooze back by now, he will get killed by the hero ability unless I play the tank. Quite a few options. I don't like the idea of being out of cards, but I still want to kind of do it. I play the tank as a decoy. And I just freeze right here. And he should play kill the tank. Yup. Cool. So now I have enough mana to get the Ooze back. almost a mistake. There we go. And next turn, he is not able to do the hero ability because he doesn't have enough mana. And weapon always has priority. So I see 2 mana left, but he needed 4. So you could also do this 1 turn later, like in turn 5. But turn 6, it's too late. The secret would be cool. But I'm not sure. I think he kills one of the 3 damage guys. So let's just kick the knight in case we draw Sun Fury or Argus. You saw how powerful this is when you can tank him. And I think this is pretty necessary that we draw one of those cards. So I think we don't, and I think we are dead. Well, actually, I don't think it. We are dead. So let's just give up to speed it a bit up. So we won 2 out of 3. Let's just do another game to see if it's rather 50% or rather 75%. I think it was a bit too defensive. Like, I could avoid a shitload of damage, but I couldn't put damage on my board. I couldn't do damage. I think the balance was not good right there. Okay, you don't want to play Ice Barrier. You want to get it out with this guy there. We have double taunt, and Ooze, this is again really defensive, but I still want to try it. I want to really see if this is so bad or if it can work well. And then my Ooze is 3 damage on the board. Oh, why not? Icelands, okay. Booyah. Cool ideas that I wanted to try, and actually I could do it, is Ooze and directly Mind Vision right after, like in turn 3 or turn 2 with the coin. Then you get the weapon on your own. That is pretty cool because you can do 8 damage per turn. But I think your turn 3, respectively 2, is so slow then that I'm not sure. And he has more life than you, so you have to work with lots of minions still, and that's kind of tricky. Okay. So we could double taunt. This would have the same effect like the Icelands. Let's do this. Not really 100% sure with all those taunts because like they just slow the game down. I mean, he just clears them off and you still lack your minions here on the board. That's why I'm not so happy about that whole thing. Well, I hope he will actually kill the 2/2. He kinda likes to kill him, but let's see. Ah, he does, okay. That's pretty good. Free secret. Yeah, I think we just get out what we can. The heal of the doctor is actually pretty useless because you have seen it. It just, yeah, gives you to a number that can be divided through 8 and it kind of makes no difference. You don't die earlier nor later. But he's a 2/1 and that's the reason why he's in the deck. 2/1 is 2/1. Again, I think it's a bit too, you know, too many taunts and not enough damage on the board. My 4/6 is basically all I have. And I'm out of cards. Pretty fuck. Defender. Yeah, definitely play this. Yo, we should win actually, I think. I'm not sure though. Nah, no. No, a bit too optimistic. I thought I could attack once more with the 5 attack guy, but obviously not. Yeah, I think we just can do this. It does not really change anything, but well, he anyway clears what I play. But we keep okay, I'm pretty confused. I thought he kind of kills the tank with the hero ability. This is like first time I see this. But okay. And you see it's rather 75%, so let's see how the deck actually looks in detail.
My avatar of war. I should have sewn him together from better players.
Alright, there we go. So this is the deck. I basically have said pretty much everything. So we have the freeze element with double ice lance and double frostbolt. Then we have the defensive element with mad scientist and ice barrier. You kind of never want to get ice barrier in your hand. You just want to play mad scientist. He kills him with his hero ability. And you kind of, for 2 mana, you get the secret on the table and you avoid the hero ability, because he catches it quite often, as you have seen. Then we have the combo with, I would say, Spectral Knight and either Sun Fury or Defender. He has to attack twice in the Spectral. You can attack once with him. So it's like at least 12 damage you can do. Pretty good, pretty cool. Then we have here great starts like a mirror image, double taunt, so he has to attack twice with his weapon into the taunts. If you play this in turn 1, you completely avoid the damage in turn 2. Same if you can play the Ooze in turn 1, you completely avoid the damage in turn 2. And just keep in mind, do not Ooze in turn 2. Do it in turn 1 or 3 or 4 or 5. Yeah, that's it. 1, 3, 4, 5. That's when you can play the Ooze. If you play it anywhere else, it does not do anything. Then we tried to get good damage minions, like cheap ones, so we can drop them quickly. And those are actually mainly 2/1s, because you get here 2 damage for 1 mana. So per mana, you get 2 damage, and this is like the most efficient thing you can have. How much life they have does not matter at all. And if you watch this guy, he actually can, you can say if you just attack once, he actually does 4 damage for 1 mana, and that is kind of awesome. Same with him. Brutal mana efficient, those 1-drops against him, brutally efficient. The Voodoo Doctor kind of pointless, but he's a 2/1, so yeah. It's 2 damage per mana, is pretty cool. If you compare it to the 2-drops, they give you only 1.5 mana, so they are already worse. But here, you can say you get a free secret. So Crip called it, this guy costs -1 mana, and that's why we kind of use him. Brewmaster should be obvious. We can use him on the Ooze, on the Abusive Sergeant. If you want, on the Voodoo Doctor, on Argus. We have quite a lot of minions with awesome battle cries, so you kind of definitely want to get the Brewmaster. He gives you a lot of use, especially due to the fact that you are anyway out of cards quick and you have nothing to play, so just get a minion back and play it again and profit again by it. I was actually thinking of Duplicate for this reason, but I thought it's, you know, I didn't like it. I think it's better if you definitely get Ice Barrier. And yeah, that's the full deck. I hope this video is actually good, because I just finished the deck and started to record and had no clue what I would say or how I would do it. And I wasn't really warmed up or something. So I hope it was a good video and you enjoyed it. See you. Goodbye.